A haunting new chapter. What if the key to survival isn't just fighting the infected, but confronting the monsters we become? The Last of Us Season 2 Episode 4, Scars, just dropped a bombshell that changes everything for Ellie, Dina, and the brutal world of Seattle. I'm breaking down the chilling introduction of Isaac Dixon, the terrifying devotion of the Seraphites, and the moment Ellie's biggest secret explodes into the open. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see why this episode is a masterclass in storytelling, and why Episode 5 might just break the internet. Isaac Dixon, from Fedra Hero to WLF Monster. Let's start with the man who stole this episode. Jeffrey writes Isaac Dixon. In 2018, he was a Fedra sergeant disgusted by his own side's cruelty, saving a rookie soldier who hadn't been poisoned by their propaganda. But flash forward 11 years, and he's torturing a Seraphite prisoner with luxury cookware, reminiscing about a life he'll never have. This scene isn't just about pain, it's about how the outbreak warps dreams into nightmares. Notice how Isaac's voice softens when he talks about those pans? That's the tragedy. The cordyceps didn't just kill humanity, it twisted our best impulses into weapons. And when that Seraphite whispers she watches over us before Isaac burns him alive, that's our first clue about the prophet, and why the Seraphite's faith is even scarier than the wolves' brutality. The Seraphites' war, religion versus revenge. Speaking of the Seraphites, this episode confirms they're winning the war. Why? Because faith is contagious. While the wolves shrink, the Seraphites grow, recruiting desperate people with their back-to-nature dogma. But here's the kicker, their truce with the wolves wasn't broken by territory, it was shattered by recruitment. The Seraphites don't just want land, they want converts. And that "she watches over us" line? It's a direct call-out to the prophet, their leader who died for this cause. But here's what's chilling, Isaac respected that prisoner's loyalty. In another life, they might have been allies. Now, they're mirrors of each other, both so consumed by their wars, they've forgotten who they're fighting for. Ellie and Dina, love, trust, and a deadly secret. Now let's talk about the heart of this episode, Ellie and Dina. That guitar scene isn't just a callback to Joel, it's Ellie's last shred of innocence in a world that's taken everything. Think about it, the guitar's pristine, but the building's crumbling. Music becomes her escape, until reality smashes in. And boy, does it smash. When Ellie throws herself in front of an infected to save Dina, she's not just proving her love, she's forced to reveal her immunity. This changes everything. Dina's pregnancy reveal isn't just a twist, it's a ticking clock. Now both have secrets that could get them killed, and trust is the only weapon they have left. Review: why this episode elevates the series. Let's get real, this is the best episode since Joel's death. Why? Balance. The Seraphites versus wolves lore adds depth, while Ellie/Dina's scenes keep it human. And that infected train sequence? Pure nightmare fuel. The sound design alone, those guttural roars as they swarmed the barriers, had me holding my breath. But here's my hot take, Isaac's scenes outshine even Pedro Pascal's ghost. Jeffrey Wright makes you feel the weight of 11 years of war in one monologue about cookware. That's acting. Still, I miss Joel. Ellie's rage is compelling, but without his warmth, the show feels colder. Fitting, but painful. Predictions for Episode 5, The Rat King comes? Now, let's get speculative. That infected horde wasn't random, it's set up for the Rat King, the game's most terrifying boss. Imagine this, spores mutate the fungus into a mega-infected that forces Ellie and Abby to team up. Plus, the prophet's backstory is coming. Why? Because the Seraphites keep winning, and Isaac's losing control. But here's my bold prediction, Dina's baby becomes a bargaining chip. The wolves or Seraphites will target it to break Ellie, and that's when she'll fully become the monster Joel feared. Gut-wrenching? Absolutely. But that's The Last of Us, it doesn't pull punches. Your turn to decide. So was this the best episode of the season? Could the Rat King top the bloater? Drop your theories below, and if you're as obsessed as I am, smash that subscribe button. We've got 3 episodes left, and if you miss my breakdown of that hospital scene in episode 5, let's just say you'll regret it. Thanks for watching, and remember, in a world of spores and scars, stay curious. See you next week.